So the vocoder is what makes your voice sound very robot-y, and you can hear it in things like Around the World, Daft Punk, and other like famous like harder, faster, whatever Daft Punk as well. Um, there's a lot of songs that use vocoders. Let's go look up. Let's look it up. Actually, I don't know any of them off the top of my head because songs that use vocoders. Five essential songs. Here we go from Isotope themselves. Kraftwerk, The Robots. Okay, yeah, we are the robots. Laurie Anderson, Superman. Genuine Pony. Oh, interesting. Boards of Canada. Ah, cool. Zap More, Bounce to the Ounce. Actually, you know what? Actually, now that I think about it, probably Daft Punk uh, uses the talk box for Around the World. Let's see. Are they going to be in this list? Vocoders are great. They're super, super awesome. Um, let's see here. Yeah. Oh, it's synthesizer. Okay. Boards of Canada. Oh, that's some similar types of stuff. Yeah, they must use the talk box for that, or else it would totally be on this list. Why? Like, I can't believe it's not on this list. Let's see. Songs that use talk box. Let's see here. Top 10 talkbox songs. Talkbox is more of a rock thing as far as I kind of understand it, like ish. Oh, Bon Jovi. Do you feel like we do? Here are the dogs. Show me the way. Yeah, living it. Whoa, 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 whoa. That's all talkbox. Sweet emotion. Okay, interesting. Pretty cool. Let's see here. Well, why? How come Around the World is not on this list? Is it a vocoder or is it a talk box? Okay, it is a vocoder. Okay, cool. All right. So the vocoder, I'm just trying to like help you to understand what these things are. I can't really play the music because then it will get like edited out of all the streams and stuff. But we'll play it when we go over to Zoom, so you can hear it a little bit later. But I'll play for you right now what it does. Okay, so here is this vocal part of this track. Let's go over here. Let's start at the verse. Hey, I didn't want to double click on you. There we go. What are you doing? Oh, it's in spot mode. Stop being in spot mode.
Well, I should have kissed you.
All right, so
Not dismissed you.
this song is hilarious for all this stuff we're going to be doing. It's totally the wrong genre, but that's kind of why I want to do it, just to kind of like it's easy to see what these things do with this song. And this vocal is a great vocal. So so let's go ahead and put a vocoder on here. So what we're going to do here is I'm going to go in here and plug in. Let's go to search vocoder. And we'll use the TAL vocoder 2 plugin. And this one here is a free one. There was a weird way to use this one, and I kind of forget how to use it. I always do vocoder stuff in Ableton Live. So maybe we'll move over to Ableton Live and show it to you in there. But just real quick, let's try this. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to make a MIDI track. The thing with vocoders is that you need... where are we? Hold on, let me just... Okay, the MIDI track, boom. So the thing with a vocoder is that you need to have the synthesizer and the vocoder combined. Now this one actually has a synthesizer in it. So I think what I can do is I can just have this instrument. Yeah, so the TAL vocoder plugin. So I can have this MIDI track play into this. There we go. There we go. So if I don't... Yeah. I love that sound. It's such a cool sound. And it's so funny knowing what this song sounds like and then making it super like depressing and sad robot sounding. So this is this is a vocoder. This is what a vocoder does. So basically what's happening is this. Here, let's go look at the notes. Let's open up the notes here and take a look at this. Sorry, I'm amusing myself so much. I love vocoders. I think they're great. Pitch correction, here we go. So, and the reason why we're starting with the vocoder with all this stuff is because the vocoder is kind of the thing that started it all type of thing. So a vocoder, what's happening is basically this. We've got the vocal and we've got the synthesizer. And the synthesizer is making the harmonics and the vocal is making the envelope. Okay? So it's using the envelope from the words from the vocal, but it's using the harmonics and pitch from the synthesizer. So you got the voice, you got the synthesizer, and you put them together and you got an amazing new sound type of thing, right? So that's what's going on here. You have to have the original sound, and you put the vocoder on the original soundtrack, which is over here. And you have a thing what they call the carrier, and that is your synthesizer. And these two combine inside the vocoder to create the modulated sound, this new sound. So what we do is we have the voice and you put the vocoder on it, and then you also have a synthesizer which you run into the vocoder. Now, this vocoder that we're actually looking at today is a little bit different because it has the synthesizer built into it right here. This is a great vocoder to grab because it's free from Tal here. And I'll put this link up as well, but if you go over here to Tal plugins, just do a search for Tal plugins. And you go to Tal software, and then in here it's got all this stuff, and I'm actually kind of surprised it works because I'm on an M1 Mac, which is great. But let's see here, the Tal vocoder. Oh, here we go. Oh, I should download the oh, cool. All right, I didn't realize they put this. I haven't downloaded the update for this, so great. But so basically, this one is free. So I'm gonna go ahead and click download right now while I'm here, just so I don't forget. But this one it's a free plugin. Tal makes great stuff. You should definitely support them. Well, not by that button, but you should go and buy something from them because they're fantastic. And this plugin, if you don't have a vocoder, then this is a great one to get because it's free and it sounds good. If you have Ableton Live, you already have a vocoder, so you don't need to go get this one. But if you want different sounds of vocoders, then it's a good thing to get different vocoders. I have a couple of different vocoders because of the UAD plugins. They also make a vocoder from Size, think Softtube or something like that. Let's see. What does this say? Yeah, Softtube vocoder, and that one's pretty good too. I actually prefer the one that's from Ableton Live over all of these, but this Tal one is great because it's free. So anyway, if I hit play, we're not going to hear anything, and you can see that the vocal is playing here. But the reason why we're not hearing anything is because I haven't started playing my synthesizer. I just have over here on the left-hand side, I've just got this little keyboard. You can kind of hold on. I've got a lamp here that's stopping me from showing you. I thought it would be a good idea to put the cable behind the lamp, but then I want to show you with this keyboard. It's just my synthesizer, right? So when I hit a key, it's gonna play this, right? And then if I play a different key, it'll play the different note. Watch. Which is super hilarious, and I'm gonna put that back behind that lamp. I do want it behind the lamp. I love that. That's so funny to me. All right, so I'm gonna loop. Let's loop this part of the song. There you go. That's this part of the song, actually. Yeah. So I can play any kind of notes that I want on this vocoder. And then, you know. Right? And if I wanted to, I could play along with whatever he's actually singing and make the same melody, which we can do that in just a second. But before we do that, let's just see, how am I actually playing this vocoder here? Well, this is a little bit of routing magic inside of Pro Tools. What I did, let me just redo it again from the ground up. What I did was I made a new MIDI track here. Go here, make a new MIDI track, and I can call this one Vocoder MIDI. Notice I'm not making an instrument track. You could make an instrument track to do this, but it's way overkill. Make a MIDI track. Now with MIDI tracks, you'll notice we haven't really talked about MIDI tracks too much. It is in my notes that you have, but there's no plugins here because a MIDI track is no audio at all. It's just MIDI data. And remember, MIDI is not audio. MIDI is just data. It's just communication, right? So the MIDI itself doesn't make any sound. There's no place you can put plugins. There's no inserts. There's no sends. It's just blank right here. What we do is we go down here to the I/O part and click on this and set this to go to the track. The track's here and the vocal mail. So anything that can basically take MIDI is in here. Although I don't know why you would send MIDI to your Solid EQ, MIDI, all this stuff. That's weird. Really, the only one you would send MIDI to is this vocoder plugin. And so I'm just going to select channel 1 because that's probably what it uses. Remember, there's 16 MIDI channels. And now, as long as I hit the record button, I'm going to solo it out just in case it needs to be soloed as well. I'm not sure that's a thing. Now, if I hit the record button, you can see when I hit the keys on my keyboard, you can see it's triggering MIDI, and you can see the velocity here. If I hit it soft, it's going to be down low down here, and if I hit it harder, it's going to be up high up here. So this is MIDI velocity. And when I hit play on the transport, and I can play it, I'm playing notes. Okay, and it's actually going here into the synthesizer, which is the carrier, and it's playing these notes in here. Now, if I wanted to, can I actually just listen to the synthesizer? I don't think I can. Yeah, I don't think it allows me to just listen to that synthesizer here. So that's how we're controlling it. That's how you set it up. You got to take your MIDI track and send it over, in this case, to this one here. If I was doing this with a proper vocoder, I would do it a little bit differently, which I'm going to show you here in just a second. But before we do that, let's actually go ahead and get the right melody going on here. So I'm not like making super depressing robot music, like sounds like a Radiohead song or something like that. So let's do this. I'm going to go ahead, wait, stop it. I'm going to go ahead and make a instrument track. And I'm going to call this one vocal melody. And on this one here, I'm going to use just a keyboard, like an electric piano or something like that. Let's go to Instrument and go to, where's my Arturia? Here, let's go to Arturia and find an Arturia Vox Continental. No, that's not what I want. That's an organ. Clavinet. I could do the Wurlitzer, I guess. Where's the piano? The electric. Oh, here, stage 73. There we go. I always forget what that thing is called. So I got this electric piano here. When it loads up. Do 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 do. Come on, come on. Cool. Nice. So I use these ones. Turn off my. There we go. Intensity. Turn that off. Yeah, I like using electric pianos for this stuff because it's just a basic sound that's whatever. And this one's a good electric piano. Okay, so now let's go over here and oh wait, I gotta turn off my vocoder. I gotta bypass that. There we go.
Well, I should have kissed you, not dismissed you. Oh,
No, it's a. Yeah, something like that, right? So I'm just gonna record that in, and we're not gonna do the whole thing because it'll take me a while, right? To piece out the whole thing. I don't want to do that to y'all. But what we're gonna do is this: we're in the key of F major. We're gonna record, enable the track. Hit 3.
well, I should have kissed you, not dismissed you. But I thought I'd lose you. I may amuse you.
Okay, he doesn't do the same thing. So what I'm gonna do here is now just take that. It's basic enough. It's good enough. I'm gonna actually do this in Pro Tools. Now, this is a really cool part about Pro Tools. I can go in here to my MIDI track, and I'm gonna line up these notes. I made some mistakes here, whatever. I'm gonna make this MIDI part ginormous, extreme, and I'm gonna line them up with these notes down here on the bottom. Come on. Let's go to our notes. There we go. And I can actually do all my editing in here right in the window, which is awesome. It's something we haven't really talked about too much, but we can. So now let's go over here. I'm gonna turn off my grid because that grid is not gonna be helpful at all because it's not in the right time.
Well, I should have kissed.
Okay. Let's turn this on, this one right up here so we can hear it. Okay, whoops. You know what? I'm going to turn off my smart tool. I don't think I need the smart tool right now. And we're going to turn off that tool right there because that'll give us some problems. There we go. Okay, so now. Okay, so let's play from there. Just stay there, not move around. There we go.
Well, I should have kissed you.
Cool. Actually, I do need the smart tool. Okay, I need the smart tool because we need it. Hey, there we go. Why are you getting so long? Oh, we're in grid mode. The grid was still on even though I didn't have the lines.
Well, I should have kissed you.
And we need this to be, there we go. Move you over like that. There we go. And then move this over here. And I'm just gonna line these up. I'm lining up these blobs with this stuff down here. Kind of eyeballing it there. Yeah. Yeah, it's pretty good. And actually, you know what? Let's make this even fatter. Can I? I can't. So let's make this smaller then. There we go. That's. I just want it to be closer. You know what I'm saying? I want it to be closer to this little blob down here. And then go over here. Cool. Get rid of the mistakey notes. Right, so go down here. And it doesn't really matter what my velocity is for these things because it doesn't. Because that vocoder is not paying any attention to what that is. Let's see what this sounds like.
But I thought I'd lose you.
That's not. I don't know what that first note is.
But I thought I'd lose you. I may have.
Cool. I know this is probably torture for y'all. Sorry. Because I'm like this. I mean, this is like the stuff that I never really show anybody. Like how much work it takes to do all this stuff.
But I thought I'd lose you. But I thought I'd lose you.
A little bit more this way.
But I thought I'd lose you.
Bum, 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 bum.
But I thought I'd lose you.
And it's just, you can see how much time it takes for this stuff. And if you're not great at it like me, it's going to take even more time. Get out of here. I don't need you anymore. Out. Out.
I may amuse you. I may amuse.
Let's see. There we go.
I may amuse you.
Oh, wait. Down. What's he singing?
I may amuse you.
Let's see here.
I may amuse you. Oh.
Yeah, okay, there we go. And he's like kind of doing like a little thing. Ba-da-da. Let's make another. That, and it's okay. Like he's gonna do what we want, whether he likes it or not. Okay, so now let's make sure these are all legato here. These ones here need to be legato. I can turn this off now. And then we're going to make them at legato by going in here and getting our event operations duration set all to legato and then gap of 0. Anybody have anything to say about this? No? Okay, cool. Y'all are just watching or not, as the case may be. Cool. This one doesn't need to be that long. There we go. These ones need to be legato as well. Legato, there we go. And then these legato. And you see what's happening? They're kind of like running one into the next, okay, not overlapping and stuff like that. Okay, cool. So now we've got this line here. Let's just go ahead and play it one more time.
Well, I should have kissed you, not dismissed you.
Whoops. There we go.
Not dismissed you.
Cool. I'm gonna change this, fix this rhythm here.
Not dismissed you.
It's really like the rhythm is just so off. I hate the rhythm. I should probably get the drums in here. It's really, this is why you should always have stuff to a click track, and I just didn't click track this one up because of time constraints. Let's get that hi-hat. Where's that hi-hat? Where are you, hi-hat? There you are. Let's pull you down and see if we can get some help out here for the rhythm. So this is why you really should do everything with a grid. If I was doing this for real, whoa. If I was doing this for real, I would be using an actual click track. I don't know if that's gonna help. That's probably not gonna help. That hi-hat is not. It's like, yeah, whatever. Okay, so let's just keep going here, and we're gonna put you back. Go back where you came from, wherever you're over here somewhere. And so what we're gonna do is we're gonna use this MIDI track to play the vocoder here. So I'm gonna take this clip and drag it over. I'm just gonna mute this. I'm going to hold down Option and drag this clip up to here. So it's on my vocoder MIDI. And now what that's going to do is it's going to use this MIDI here to play this vocoder over here. So I'm just going to switch the places here. So now let's do this. Let's put the vocoder back on and listen. Yeah, it sounds so much better. Right? How worth it was that? I know y'all were doubting me for a second there, and y'all were like, what is going on? This is garbage. But when you put the vocoder in there, it becomes less garbagey, doesn't it? Yes, it does. Okay, cool. Now, here's a cool trick you can do with that. I feel so vindicated right now because I was just like, oh my gosh, that's sounding horrible. Let's duplicate this track. duplicate you. Come on, somebody give me some kind of love here in the chat. Y'all are like zombies out there, asleep or something. I'm trying to get all this energy going for you, and I'm getting no love. No love. No love. Whoops. Okay, vocal male, vocoder. And you are just a vocal male. All right, so you're digging the robot. Yes, it's you know, it is what it is, right? Okay, so we got this in here. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna double this up, and we're gonna turn the robot down.
Well, I should have kissed you, not dismissed you. Oh, but I thought I'd lose you. I may amuse you.
Oh, you know what? They're grouped together. That's why they're all turning down. You're not all supposed to turn down, people. Come on. Back up, back up. There we go. Ungroup. What's the group set for? I think it's vocals, right? Yeah, there you go. Okay, and our double. Let's turn that group off too. Okay, cool. So now.
Well, I should have kissed you.
There we go.
Not dismissed you.
Oh, Shane, you're here.
But I thought I'd lose you.
Shane, you gotta put your name in, buddy. All right, there we go. Okay, cool. So there is the vocoder. All right. So what we can do, since we've got this melody in here, we can actually use this for other stuff too, which is pretty darn cool. Okay. Thank you for the love. That's what I need, more of that, please, people. Please, please. We don't operate off of tips. We operate off of energy. All right, so we got our vocoder in there, and that's basically how vocoders work. And so you can get the melody that you want, and you can play it in, and then you can use that to make the vocoder sound pretty cool. Now, before we move on from vocoder stuff, I'm going to show you a different vocoder in here. Let's see if it works. Actually, let's see. I'm not gonna dismiss this one completely. I'm just gonna turn it off, and we're gonna get a different vocoder. The soft tube vocoder, if it works. I haven't tried this one out with the M1 stuff, so this one may or may not. Oh, there we go. Okay, cool. All right, so this is a more it also has a synthesizer in it. Okay, yeah, I was hoping to. Let's see. I want to see if we can show you a way to do it without the synthesizer built into it. Let's see. What is this button here? Active. Bypass. Okay. Is there an input here that's no. It looks like this is going to be a similar type of thing where I'm actually okay, whatever here. So in here what we'll do is we'll take this one and go to this vocoder. There we go. Boom. So you can just hear a different vocoder.
Well, I should have kissed you, not dismissed you.
Okay. Why are we? Hold on. Let's see. Oh, okay. That's interesting. It's not actually giving us MIDI note. There we go. Nope, nope. Yeah, I'm not sure why we're not getting the MIDI note in here for the different pitches. Should be our pitches. Okay, I'm not going to worry too much about it. But you can hear, like, here, let's change the synth here. Yeah, so you can drag these down, and you can change the sound. You know, so this is some stuff you can do. I'm not sure. Hold on, why is it? Yeah, I don't know why it's not giving us our pitches that we should be getting. It's not. Hold on, let's see. Let's see. Let me just check something out here. We're getting MIDI. Oh, you know what's happening? I didn't solo it. That's why. There we go. There we go. Cool. There we go. Yeah. Yeah, so here we go. You can see why it's got a different sound there. There we go. Cool. We can change our... There you go. So you can hear it's got some cool... You know, you can do some cool stuff with it. You can change the bands in here. You can hear it's a lot... Here we go. Softer than the other one. There we go. Neat. Okay. And you can do some different sounds. I'm just going to keep playing that one over and over again. So it sounds, you know, it's got this like retro type of sound to it, which is pretty cool stuff. And you can hear these two vocoders sound a bit different. All right, so that's that. We're going to go ahead and keep that MIDI in there, but we're not going to be using it for just a second here. We're going to go ahead and throw this into Melodyne and see what that does for us. So Melodyne, actually, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to go ahead and stop the video recording right now so we can separate this out into different things. So that's the vocoder part of the video. If you need to, you know, if you have any questions about it, let me know.